Alright, hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV and, well, real life as you join me in my garden here as we open this package. I've decided to do the narration afterwards, so that's why it's not going to be in sync really with anything. Lots of packaging here, but as you can probably tell by the thumbnail and the title, I'm unboxing today the Final Fantasy XIV Bring Arts Yshtola, which is a figure that was recently released. I did originally have this on pre-order. Financial things came up and I had to cancel it, but thankfully I've been able to, well, get it, basically. I've managed to have a better opportunity this month. So here we are, and this is what it looks like. So this is a really fantastic box. This is the first time I've ever actually got one of these Bring Arts, or I have not got a play arts or anything like that of any characters or anything from any Final Fantasy game or otherwise. So this is my first statue introduction. So let's open that up, and we move on to as I've just sliced that open with a knife. And yeah, it's quite impressive actually. I was really impressed with the build quality of this one. So if you're wondering how much this costs £81.99 in the United Kingdom. Your regional equivalent will be on screen for you. I'll put that on screen. Basically, she weighs about 100 grams. And apparently, according to the write-up, she has a width of 79.6 millimeters by the depth of 78.1 millimeters and a height of 138.8 millimeters. So she's not that tall. She's not the biggest statue in the world by any stretch of the imagination, but she is certainly a very detailed one, as you will see on this particular bit of footage. I've done quite well with this. I'm just using my iPhone as a capture device. Look at that face. That is really impressive. Now, in a sort of state of affairs recently where we had a much more expensive model of the Omega statue, obviously they're not comparable, but I spent a lot more money on that, and the faces on Omega were way worse than this. So I'm very pleased that this is of a much higher quality. There you go. Hopefully that focuses nicely there. And this is fully articulated. Obviously I'm not going to run around and spin her head around, but I love that paint job on her face. The hair looks great. It literally looks like Yshtola in her sorceress attire from Shadowbringers. Now, as you probably already know, a lot of these play arts and all of the arts range comes with lots of interchangeable bits. In this, as you can see, as we open up her skirt there, you can have it as if she's casting a spell, because when she's casting a spell in the game, you can basically see her panties, if you want to be that crude, as her skirt raises. So that's possible, and you can obviously position everything there with her standing position. She does actually come with a stand and other bits and pieces, but you can also see we get a staff. This is the staff, which I think is pretty awesome. I was really impressed by this. It's very fragile, this bit actually, but yeah, it's a one-to-one replica of what you see in the game. I don't think we can really argue against that. So to actually place this in her hands, then you do actually have some other hands. Now, obviously, we need one with, an open, and there's the tail as well, an open fist, so we can slide that in. So it's as simple as, we put the tail in the back here, first of all, and then we put the hands on. The tail in particular, though, I will say, was an absolute ball ache. Now, I don't know if this is going to focus. There it is. So it's a massive ball joint, okay? But the small hole that you're supposed to fit this into is so incredibly small. I mean, you can hear on the footage as me, I'm trying to force that in. I looked on the internet. A bunch of people told me to either, which was funny, microwave some water and place the ball joint into the water to make it more malleable, use a hairdryer, or use sandpaper. So I chose the sandpaper option eventually, and sanded the ball joint down a little bit, because honestly it just wasn't going to go in there. I mean, I tried endlessly. There's not a chance. So that is a bit of something to think about when you go to purchase this. A bit of consumer advice. you're going to have a tough time putting that tail in there. But everything else seems fine. Bit of a jump cut then. These are the instructions if you're wondering. As you can see, the staff comes apart there to place into the hand. These are the various hands. They connect via a thingy. And the tail, it just says stick tail in butt. So that's what I tried to do. But as you can see, there we go. I've managed to get it in there with a bit of saliva and me sanding down the ball joint. And it's in there fairly firm. I've not overly done it. And I forced that in there. So Yshtola now has a tail, which is, 9/10 of why I like Yshtola, because she's a cat. But there we go. Right then, jump cut again. These are the hands that we have. Well, there's another set as well. As you can see, as you pull them off these pins, they have little holes in. So all you have to do is pull off her hand. She's like, no, It doesn't hurt. It's fine. It's fine, Yshtola. Now she's got a peg, and you simply place the one that you want onto that peg. There you go. There you go. I don't know what sort of action she's doing there in front of a camera, but there we go. You can't take me anywhere. So this is the staff then, and as you can see, it's fairly obvious where the seam is, if a camera would focus. As we pull that apart, it creates a pin and another hole. And we simply place this. This was the difficult bit on camera. I'm not very good at camera work so far. Yeah, we're trying to put that in there. It's very difficult. I'm suspending myself, basically my arms in front of a camera, trying to position it. It doesn't go too well. I'm a bit amateur when it comes to this, so I do apologize for this. And we slot that in, and look, hey presto, she now has a hand attached to a stave, which looks absolutely awesome. And there's a bit of articulation there, and obviously you can change that into whatever pose you want. I think that looks fantastic. It really does look nice. I mean, I chose to record it outside as well, just because it was a really hot day. We don't get many of them, so hopefully you don't mind the nature sounds in the background. So this is the pivoty bit, all the little bits that you see. There's like a claw to grab a hold of her waist. And we just simply attach all this together on the base. There you go. Quite a tight fit, as you can hear. And that just goes around her waist and then supports her so she doesn't fall over. Now, from what I can tell, it looks like she'd be able to stand up on her own if you balanced her specifically in a specific way. But me personally, I quite like the idea of actually using the stand and displaying her alongside the other statues that I apparently have accumulated so far. But I really do hope they do more Bring Arts, if they're this sort of quality, of the other Scions in the future. Here you go, here's a free form camera, me just floating around with my phone, zooming in. It really is beautiful, isn't it? Come on, focus. There we go, look at those eyes. Those beautiful big eyes, that staff there. The detail is amazing. And it puts to shame a lot of the other statue series that I've got, especially the Meister quality stuff. For some reason, this is just on a whole different level. Costs less, and I mean, I know it doesn't come with an emote or anything for the game, but for people like myself that love Final Fantasy XIV, this is a great addition. So I'm very happy I got a hold of this one. But yeah, let me know what you think about this. Is this worth £81.99 plus shipping? Or, your regional equivalent? Or is this something that, you'll probably never get because it's just another statue? But I don't know. I personally like this. I'm very happy to have it. And it will go great in my collection. And there you go. Here's a side-by-side comparison with the Ultima and Omega statues. I thought that would be a nice little extra snippet. But much love. Thank you for watching this video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.